podcast.
Hello and welcome to another Franchise Fixers. I'm your host, Devin. With me is Billy and David. Woo!
Greetings to everyone.
And guys, we all know and love it. We're going to try to fix it, though. The Simpsons.
You can try.
So, first of all, something has to be said for how long it's been running.
Oh, jeez, yes.
Yeah.
Like, can you name an animated series that has been on as long as The Simpsons?
I really can't. There's nothing that really compares.
Yeah.
So, that's already a testament to its ability to be adaptable.
Yep.
But, as we noticed as things moved on, it kind of started falling from grace.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said I can try to be more kind of like Family Guy. And
Yeah. Yeah, they tried to follow the leader, so to speak,
Yeah.
instead of trying to stay true to their roots. I guess would be a way of saying it.
Yeah, they, in my mind, became more
Dumb.
gimmicky and dumb.
Yeah.
And, Billy, you mentioned this. They relied too much on guest speakers or guest characters coming in.
yeah, like slowly guest stars. Yeah,
Yeah.
like one like the people sold Hayes like a whole episode that revolved around Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Yep, that's considered one of the worst of all time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh.
And, yeah, I do remember that, like, when it was on Saturday, like, a new episode every Sunday, sorry.
Yeah.
And just guest star over guest star.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, before, like, I heard in an interview, like, some of the guest stars, like, it was an honor to be asked to be on The Simpsons as a guest star.
Yep.
Now it's just another day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like checklists.
Yeah.
And most of those guest stars aren't even funny.
No, they're not. Like, they're just there.
Like the Katy Perry one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was just weird.
Yeah, that weird bop. Yeah.
It's not even the puppet thing that was weird for me. It was the whole, hey, it's Katy Perry. Let's the whole talk about Katy Perry.
Okay.
Yeah. But didn't like Mo try to hit on her or something? It was just
Yeah, it was a weird thing.
Yeah, it just did not feel like a Simpsons episode.
Well, not hit on. I think they were in a relationship with some weird.
Yeah, I know.
That's right, fair enough. Obviously, you guys have watched way farther than I have.
Yes.
We tried. It hurts.
Yeah.
You guys went further than I ever could. You walked the path I dare not trample.
Yeah.
That's one way of putting it, okay?
Yeah.
Do you remember when you fell out of grace with The Simpsons?
Oh, it was way back. Like, I think I was still in college.
Oh.
Like, so, years ago.
I meant more like if you remember the episode that made you go, yeah, I'm done.
No, I don't, because I was mostly watching reruns.
Oh, okay.
And I think it was just, I was done with reruns, and I never liked the newer stuff coming out.
Yeah, that's true.
So. And I fell out of grace with, like, Simpsons, Family Guy, Futurama, all those shows.
Alright.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Ah,
I think I just, like, yeah, they're all the same, I've had enough.
they're all dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good even for the lowest common denominator.
No.
Yeah, it was the same like when I stopped watching Simpsons and I'm like, I'm done with Simpsons and Family Guy at this point.
Which is a fair assumption to come to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so, what happened? Why did we have to fall out of grace from this? Like, we touched on a few things,
Yeah.
but overall the show structure
Yeah,
just isn't
Nope.
the same.
No, like the episode stopped becoming memorable.
Yeah. So, yeah, I put this theory to a test with you two.
Yeah.
I'll put it to a test on our audience
Mm-hmm.
in the comments if you guys want to leave a comment on this.
Yeah.
Think of a Simpsons quote. Now, try to remember what the episode was about, where that quote comes from.
Yeah.
It seems that on the earlier stuff, you will remember the episode that quote came from.
Oh, yeah.
On the newer stuff, as time progresses, you won't remember as much as the episode as you will the quote.
Yeah, no, that is very true.
And if anyone wants to challenge that and prove me wrong, I'm all ears, but from my theory, it just seems to be, as The Simpsons went on, it became more quotable than memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And less heartwarming.
Much less heartwarming.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
there
there's-
were episodes where actually, like, I was almost in tears
Yeah.
at the end of.
I mean, the only newest one that was like that was they did a parody of like the movie Boyhood and showed like the time like how when Bart was little he spent all the time with his little grandpa,
Yeah.
and that was I was almost crying at the end of the episode.
One of the future episodes were pretty good. Like
Yeah.
when Bart got married and had kids. Bart, at least, got married and had kids, and we're talking to each other about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be. I heard that was considered a series finale at one point, but the show kept going.
Yeah.
Which probably explained why they put effort into that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, what are some new episodes where you're like, yeah, I actually felt something outside of the ones you just mentioned?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I really can't remember some the ones we mentioned, right?
Yeah. All right. Next question is, when was it that you started to realize that Simpsons might be going downhill?
I think I was still I was still watching it, like in high school.
Yeah,
Dude.
like you're still watching it because you're like, maybe I'll pull out.
Yeah.
But you start getting that inkling of like, this is not going.
No, like I knew that in high school, and I still kept with it for a long time after high school until I just realized, like, yeah, though it's done.
Do you know a specific episode?
I'm trying to remember. That's not bad, right?
I think I got a few.
All right.
I'll narrow it down to 3. Sorry, Devin, I think you like this episode, but the one where Homer gets screwed by the panda.
No, I do not like that episode.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I thought you liked Homer being burnt as monkey.
No, again, it was like, it's a fun watch, but for a Simpsons episode,
It was bad.
it was
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, that was.
It like really was slapping Homer in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go with that. Another Homer episode was when he got his mouth wired shut.
Yeah.
No, wait, no. Not that one. The one where him and Bart are chained together.
Oh yeah, with the judge.
Yeah, I did not like that judge character. They kept using her.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a bad one. And for me, the third one was that one where Bart and Lisa would leave Homer and Marge alone. They were trying to have an anniversary. And it became its own and it became a whole thing.
Oh, it's well, they kept like following them.
Yeah.
It was like a parody of like Catch Me If You Can type thing.
Yeah, except not good.
No, because they lied about like the uncle's thing in Dayton or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all. Like those episodes are like from like the 2000s, like early to mid 2000s. I remember.
There we go. I think we're starting to.
Catch on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like I said, because I remember watching those episodes when I was in middle school and high school.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say early to mid 2000s when it did not handle the millennium well.
No.
I'll say that.
So, my start of its fall was when my friend described an episode he saw to me,
Yeah.
and I thought he was full of shit.
Ugh.
It was the PBS episode.
Oh, yeah. Missionary Impossible, I believe the episode's name.
Yeah.
Oh, the one where it's like it just ends, and then it goes to a telethon.
Yeah, where they screw, like, I guess the episode is that Homer cheats the telephone or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the Sesame Street cast
is chasing him.
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers, Elmo shows up.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, Simpsons wouldn't do that. That's crazy. And then I saw the episode and I realized my friend wasn't lying.
You're like...
I owed him an apology. And I was like, that's too much for a Simpsons episode. That's too crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as grounded as it was.
No.
Because then at the end of the episode, it turns into the pledge drive for Fox.
Yeah.
And they see, like, Bender, King Hank, and...
Yeah.
Like, Eddie
Yeah.
We get it, Billy. Sorry.
Yeah, bonus points to anyone who actually remembers the shows at that time.
Yeah.
Because they were featured on that telephone.
Yeah.
Oh, you maybe remember... Remind me of something. They actually had Kang and Konos outside of a Halloween episode.
Yeah!
Yeah, they actually went to their planet for some weird reason.
Yeah, that's... I think that was around the same time when I officially stopped watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, why?
Yeah,
Like, they've had ridiculous moments, but not that ridiculous.
No. Like, the ridiculous moments are always grounded in some sort of reality. Like, it's an exaggeration of what could happen.
Yeah.
In this given scenario, not all the way out there.
Yeah. That's true.
Alright, so we pointed at the flaws. Now, what do we do to fix it?
Pull it back a bit.
Yeah, Simpsons does not have to be as wacky and off the rails as Family Guy.
yeah. Like, at least get them to look at some of the old episodes and go back to that style.
Yeah. It's like, to quote Mr. Burns, where's the heart?
Yeah.
It's too cold and mainstream. Where's the heart?
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe change some writers, I think. I just heard there was some conflict between some writers, so maybe get that settled.
Yeah. Bring characters back to their roots. I remember there's tons of documentaries and reviews on The Simpsons online. If you want to just go around to YouTube
Oh, yeah.
after this episode, don't go now, please.
Yeah, we still need you.
But one I watched is the Fall of Homer,
Oh, yeah.
and just his change in personality from being just the everyday guy who
Yes.
just has a stroke of bad luck
Mhm.
to Captain Insano.
Yeah. Now, in his defense, you can do that for any Simpson, for any of the main cast right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Marge, Lisa, Bart, even Maggie.
Yeah, they now live in a world without consequence.
Yeah. And some of their traits became their whole personality.
Yeah. Like, classic Homer, and yes, when you have to break into classic and new,
Yeah.
that's always a bad sign.
Oh,
yeah.
But for the sake of reference, classic Homer, yes, he was an idiot in his own right, but he did everything with heart.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he had good intentions. New Homer
Does wherever he feels
does
like.
whatever he feels like and screw the consequences later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there is. Some episodes don't even have a repercussion for his actions.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I mean, they even joke about that sometimes. Like, do you even have a job anymore? I think it's obvious I don't.
Yeah. And while, yes, that's a funny line, it
Doesn't fix the problem.
doesn't fix the problem. Addressing it does not fix it.
No, it does not. Not even close.
Alright, so we talked Homer. The other one is Bart.
Yeah.
So, I have not seen new Bart or heard anything about him, but I feel like he's just the same as he always has been,
Except everyone hates him now.
Yeah.
except everyone hates him. Probably because he hasn't changed.
Yeah, well, that's a valid point.
Yeah.
Well, I meant more like I meant more like the writers. He seems to get some abuse that he doesn't deserve. Also, nut shots.
Okay, that's lame.
Yes, there has been at least one occasion where he got a nut shot, which for me is just
The
disgusting.
one of the lowest
Yeah.
level of humor you can try to do.
Yes.
Because classic Bart to me was, yes, he was a delinquent brat of a kid, but he was also growing up and trying to survive school life.
Yeah.
So you got to see like the bully aspect, surviving against teachers.
Mm-hmm. Now he's just the ungrateful brat. Like, there's no sympathy for him anymore.
No. Like, my favorite episode to this day is still Bart Gets Nip.
Oh. Nice.
Nice.
That has hit so close to home because I felt that episode.
Yeah.
And then as we moved on, I was like, Bart just recycles his same gimmick over and over again.
Yeah. He's just become a one-note character.
Alright, let's move to Lisa.
Ugh. Sorry, least favorite.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Gee, oh, you don't say.
Yeah. So, Lisa, to me, from classic era, was the person who was the smart one and trying to live in a world where everyone wasn't as smart as her.
Now she's just like, I fight I do.
Every rights movement is Lisa.
Yeah, and they really made her obnoxious about it.
Yeah.
Just know it all.
Yeah, know it all. Like, seriously, there's one episode where she criticized Marge for getting married because Marge used to be the brainy kid,
Right.
and then she stopped doing that when she got married. Like, that is just snobby to me.
Yeah, it is. And
Wow.
And she didn't get punished for it or in any degree, which angered me.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's David, I'm worried.
Yeah, it's right. It's like they try to make it seem like Lisa's the well-rounded one. You should be like Lisa, and she's just like a self-centered little whatever.
Yeah.
I'll stop.
Yeah, let's cut it there before.
Yeah.
I lose it completely.
Yeah.
And we'll save that for the Dave Ramp video.
There. No, I'm done.
Yeah. Idea for a new series.
Thank you.
Please don't.
But no, I do agree with you. Like, Lisa just became this know-it-all rights. What's the current right movement act?
Yeah.
And she will fight for that side, and then apparently she's right for being on that side.
Yeah, yeah, everyone else is wrong and she's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Original Lisa she's knowledgeable, but that was also her flaw, was that she used logic over everything else in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then had to contend with like, oh hey, people don't think the way I do.
Mm-hmm.
I should change myself so I can understand how people act in this situation.
Yeah. Now it's if you don't think like me, you're evil.
Yeah. Well, if you don't think like me, you're an idiot.
Yeah, that too.
More her style.
Yeah.
Let's do Marge next.
Oh boy. I like how they just degraded her into crazy now.
Yes. Unfortunately, Marge in Classic didn't have much of a role.
No.
Other than she did kind of hold the family together. She was that voice of reason for everyone.
Now she's just a combination of the nag and just the crazy lady.
Yeah.
Which isn't very healthy to show.
No, it's not. Like, Marge has become pretty unstable.
Mm-hmm. Still doesn't even begin to describe it.
Yeah, I know, but...
She's unglued.
And I guess Maggie stayed the same.
Sort of. They sometimes push that she's like this aggressive killer.
From the Mr. Burns episode.
Yeah, like ever since then they've had these moments where she's like this aggressive killer, like.
Gee, I wonder who that's copying.
Yeah.
You gotta know, right?
Yeah.
I got a good example for this. It was when Homer made the security job.
Yeah.
And the mob wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
And Maggie saved him by sniping all the mobsters.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right, she just happens to be an expert in firearms and that sort of thing. And there was another one, like a Halloween special, where they did that weird Homer and Marge out in a yacht. And this stranger came and Homer killed him because out of fear. And it turned out to be just a story Maggie made up in her head.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, what you thinking of? Probably when she shot Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
And like, like stuff like that.
Yeah. So I don't, like, for Halloween episodes, I never count them as canon or anything.
Yeah.
Don't read into them.
Alright.
Because of their own thing. Like,
they're really their own thing.
Alright.
And, like, characters can act out of character in those because they're just what-if stories.
oh yeah, because there's the one where like Slasher Bob finally kills Bart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that leads me to my final problem is when you take the Halloween specials, whatever happens in them starts to become canon.
Yeah.
Which is leading into what David said about Maggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been fine if Maggie just stayed as Sniper in the Halloween specials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But outside, it doesn't work.
No.
Then there was. I just caught on TV one time. It was when the Simpsons held a bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
And there's this one scene where Bart's like, "Girls stay in the cootie zone," and Maggie's there with a club.
Yeah.
I just meant that's like something like that.
Yeah. But guys, we're gonna run out of time on this one.
Yeah.
So, final thoughts on The Simpsons.
Like, honestly, it's run its course.
So, I guess the final question is, can we bring it back or should we just let it die?
If they can, if they can think they can bring it back to where it was, sure, they can try. If not, just let them bow gracefully.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible for them to completely go back to the way they were, but if they just took a hiatus and really thought about what they want to do with it, maybe.
So, I'm on the fence on this one, but I kind of lean towards I think it's time for them just to bow out.
Yeah.
I don't even think a reboot would be in order.
No.
Or a remake or anything.
No.
Well, at this point in today's times, they could end it, then a couple years later they're going to continue it anyway, so...
Yeah. It's a cash cow. They're not going to...
Oh yeah, no, it's not going away anytime soon.
Yeah. They'll probably just find some way for it to survive in one capacity or another.
Yeah. But with that, guys, we'll call this an episode. This is Franchise Fixers. I'm Devin.
Billy, dig it.
I'm David. See you later.
Have a good one, guys.